Hey Kings Dragons ranking 551, and yeah, I'm wearing Michigan Go Blue behind my back here. The Michigan Wolverines do it again. We are back with a breakdown video for their final football game of the season. They finished the season 8-5. Um, and they dominate Alabama again early and prove themselves. They played the same way they played against Ohio State. I think the Ohio State game was a little bit better because it was 21 and a half point favorite for Ohio State, where this one was only a 17-point favorite. And the final play of the game goes back to the scene of the crime from last year where it's fourth and goal and he dives forward. This time it's fourth and 10 and he throws an incompletion at the 20-yard line of Michigan's 20-yard line. One final thing I will say, though, this is what my friend and I were discussing. Um, so I said, let's go. Way to end the season, beat Ohio State for 4 straight years, and then win versus Bama for a second time in the same year, which is 2024 to finish it off. And then this is what he said. I'm happy we ended the season strong. We all knew the season was going to be a bust. And yeah, it was a tough season, but to end it with Sharon Moore winning a bowl game is successful. I think in the first year that Jim Harbaugh was there, he won a bowl game and had a crappy season. So if Michigan can continue to win bowl games and stuff, maybe there's a new culture there where, Jim Harbaugh struggled. He couldn't win bowl games. He couldn't win against Ohio State. He couldn't win against Michigan State, Penn State, whatever. And ultimately, we did. We won it. And with that being said, let's go into some of this. Um, let's go into some of these highlights here. So, with that being said, I want to go into some stuff here. All right. So, first off, this is Michigan all day, every day. Uh, I don't need to go into that, but let's go into the stat line. So Milroe was 16 for 32, 192 yards, one TD, and one interception, but he had 5 sacks on him. So that's some deja vu because Michigan had 6 sacks on him in the Rose Bowl, or 7, I believe. And, to have that and plague yourself with injuries, false starts, holding calls, injuring yourself in a game like that and you're not playing great and everything else. Now, Milroe, that was Milroe. For Davis Warren, 9 for 12, 2 sacks, but he threw one TD, and then Alex Orji threw an interception late in the game. But Jordan Marshall was our guy right now, 4.3 yards a carry, which is really good. The average is, I believe, 3 a carry and 100 yards. So as playing as a freshman in a big game like that against one of the best teams in the country, that's really, really crucial. Now, here's the thing. Dominating time of possession. Michigan held onto the ball for almost 40 minutes of the game and only 20 minutes for them of a 60-minute game. 190 total yards versus 260. Passing 192 versus 75. Rushing 115 versus 68. And we held them to 2 yards early in the first half, which was crazy. First downs 15 versus 13. Penalties each. One turnover, which is great. They had 3, 5 sacks versus 2, so we didn't give up a lot of stuff. And that's that. Um, Going back over to this stat line, though, as we always go over here. So let's look at this. So we got passing yards and total yardage, rushing yards again, and yards per play 2.9 versus 4.2. So we weren't that great with yards, but it's okay. First downs, not bad. Third down efficiency, no percentage, 5 for 17, 4 for 13. Fourth down efficiency, 0. We didn't go for it. 0 for 3 on them. So that was great. We forced no fourth downs for them. 62 total plays versus 66 for us. 4 punts versus 6 punts. 3 penalties each. 1 interception thrown. 2 fumbles for them. And then the time of possession. Now, here, guys, luckily Big Ten did release their own highlight reel. There's an ESPN one with 18 minutes, but I decided not to get copyrighted or anything. So we're going to go here because apparently ESPN is protected by bull stupidity. Anyway, I don't want to put music on. So here we go. Beautiful kick by Savage there. He's doing really well, so he's staying for another year, which is nice. Oh, and Milroe, just a low snap. Oh my God, bounced up and a fumble, and Michigan coughs it. They cough it up, and deja vu of Rose Bowl, low snap, not watching, and another field goal, and Michigan will go up 6-0. We should have been up 21-0, but it is what it is. Milroe looking, he's firing. And it's tipped, and Michigan will intercept the ball. Nicely done. So Michigan's defense was playing really strong without their best players in Will Johnson, Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, all of them. Touchdown, Frederick Moore. That's a catch. It's a touchdown without any gloves, which is impressive. And the game, it was just raining and a strip fumble. Get the ball. Yes. And there we go. So their defense was playing really well, coming around the side like that, and another field goal, making it 16 nothing. So it was early. Um, and then they scored 13 points on us, and 76 total plays versus two. And this end around play is really, really good for them. So we're in the second quarter, and just a really good end around play. Um, it is what it is, and Michigan playing, trying to play their best game and everything else. Milroe snaps the ball. He's back to throw. He's looking. He's looking. He fires deep. He's hit and touchdown. It happens. You gotta evaluate yourself a little bit better. You gotta play a little bit better, and ultimately, it's just gonna be there. Milroe goes for an option play, and he's going sideways, and look out, big play there, and finally gets tackled down. But a big 3rd and 1 there with 28 seconds. Held them to a field goal though, making it on 4th and goal, and and then they kick another field goal, and then we kick a field goal. So that's how we end it. 16 to 10. Orji going in the game because he is rolling out. Terrible play there. Just doesn't see it. Should have just taken off with it and got as much as you could and everything else. But now here we go for the final field goal. Michigan got it down the field. It's up. It's good. So one touchdown and I believe 5 field goals. Is it or 4 or 5 field goals? And they're up and they kick a field goal, making it 19 to 13. So Michigan still here. It is now 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Almost blocked the field goal. Blocked the punt, I mean. And then this nice run here by Williams. And I really thought that they were going to be at the 2 yard line. And then he's pointing, he's pointing, he's pointing. No one can get him. And he finally gets taken down around the 47 yard line for them. And that's it. They're not going to show the final play of the game, which honestly I will go into here just to see it, guys. I will show you the final play. Um, Sorry with the ads, but yeah, I will show the final play here. So we'll go down here on 3rd and 5 for them. And this is where we go for the final play for the Michigan Wolverines. Milroe firing deep. Oh man, and it's caught. No, it's out of bounds though. They said no, he didn't catch it. At second and 10. Look at that way, just pushes him out of bounds. You're allowed to do that as long as he catches it and there's no locating for the football type aspect in the game. So you're allowed to do that and make a play like that. Milroe back to throw again. Moves out. Here we go. A little screen action, and and then bring him down here. So little screen action. Not a big play there. Milroe back to throw again on 1st and 10. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. Look out! Hit and couldn't catch it in the end zone. No, no. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Firing and trying to float it. Almost an interception there with that flying in there and just couldn't get it. And then you go here, looking, firing, and incomplete on 3rd and 10. We go to 4th and 10. And now here we go at the 20 yard line. Milroe looking. He's scrambling. He's still looking. He's looking. He's firing and nowhere to go. Incomplete. Michigan will win the football game. And you can see it. Michigan is winning that one, and you know it is what it is. The Michigan Wolverines just look. He doesn't see it. He just doesn't have time, and terrible throw there. And I mean, no one's wearing their gloves though. So and it did rain, so it was slippery. And that's the end of the game. Michigan will take their final knee here of the 2024 season, and they'll be back next year with Bryce Underwood, I believe is his name, and DeBoer still having that deja vu. Michigan winning the national championship, and getting another one on him, and now Michigan is 2-0 against DeBoer, and they're 4-3 against Alabama all time and stuff. But that's the end of the season. The Michigan Wolverines win their final bowl game of the season. I got nothing more to say. Hail to the victors, go blue. I got nothing more to say behind my posters and everything. Let me know your thoughts, guys. But it was a crappy season at falling to 8-5, but that win percentage, 8 out of 13 games played and stuff, 61% of the win percentage. If you do 5 divided by 8, it's 62, so roughly about the same. Um, but ultimately, you know, Michigan definitely put themselves in a very, very good scenario. By winning a bowl game, it helps with recruiting and other players getting in because people are going to say, okay, they looked good and stuff. And there's a lot of young talent on that team. If Michigan comes back with some veterans and a lot of great players through the transfer portal and other things, and players that haven't played that are coming from Alabama to Michigan next year and other things, Michigan may look like an 11-1 team or a 12-0 team next year and potentially could go 12-0. But I got nothing more to say. So until next time, guys, don't forget to stay radical. I'll see you in the next one. Go blue, hail to the victors. Hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and let me know your thoughts on the end of the 2024 season.